everybody, Miss Perkins here, and I'm going to show you how you're going to open up your lessons in Notability and then turn them back into Edmodo from Notability, as well as how to get your instructions for your lessons in Edmodo. So when you log into Edmodo, the most recent lesson that I've sent you is going to be at the top. Now, I have put 5 lessons into Edmodo, but we are on lesson 1. So here's lesson 5 at the top. We're going to scroll up, go down to lesson 1, which is the one you all need to do. Now, you'll see that right here it says show full post. So we're going to click on that. This is what you need to do to see all of my instructions for your post. You can scroll up to read all of my instructions. So I want you to do this every time. And step 1 here is to click the attachment named Lesson 1 Apple Watch and read all the directions on page 1. So you can see all of the attachments for this lesson. When you do that, they're all here. I have 2 videos attached plus a PDF with instructions. Now it says resubmit because I already submitted it, but I'm going to show you how to turn it in again. So I'm going to open up the PDF, which is the instructions for this lesson. This might take a minute. It depends on your connection speed and also depends on how many pages I've put in the particular lesson. You have to wait for this to open in order to open your lesson in Notability as well. So I will always have the first page be the instructions for the lesson. The directions are here. You are going to read through all of the instructions or directions, and it tells you what to do. The second page is where the worksheet is always going to start. So, for instance, this worksheet happens to have 2 pages. Sometimes they'll have 1 page. It just depends. But the directions are always page 1. So now that I've read the directions, I want to open up the worksheet in Notability so I can get to work on it. So up in the upper right hand corner, I'm going to click that box with the arrow pointing out of the top, and I'm going to say open in another app. I'm going to wait because then choices are going to come up for where I want to open it. I want to open it in Notability. So just going to wait and see our choices, and I want Notability. So the Notability is going to open up. I want to create a new note. And the directions were page 1. I don't need to do anything to the directions. I need to get started on the worksheet page. So I want to start on page 2. Then I want to click OK. And it is going to import my worksheet page from where I said to start. So the direction page is not going to be here. It is just going to be my page, the start of the worksheet. I said start at page 2 and it did. So when you are scrolling up and down in Notability, you always want to use 2 fingers. Otherwise, you will write on your page or start it typing, depending on what you have selected up across the top. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure our lesson is in the right folder in Notability. So I'm going to press this box in the upper left-hand corner, and you will see which subject folder is highlighted. Right now, it is 5th Computers, and there's my lesson, Lesson 1, Apple Watch. I will press the Welcome folder. As you can see, my lesson's not in there. I want 5th Computers selected, and there's my lesson. So we're going to open our lesson back up. Make sure it's loaded. We are going to use the typing function in Notability to work on this particular lesson. We will have to draw a little bit, and I'll show you that, but we're going to type our answers. So you are going to press the type. The typing function up at the top, and then wherever you want to type, you just press on the screen. And then here you use these arrow buttons to place the cursor where you want, and then just type. Who is Johnny Ive? Again, you'll see the cursor is blinking over here in the margin, so we want to move it over until it's blinking right there. He is the senior VP of Design at Apple. So you're going to type all your answers in these sections. You also have to draw a little. So you have to draw the watch face that you would use from the video. So to draw, I'm going to press the pencil. Then I'm going to press the pencil again to pick my color and to pick the width of the pencil you're going to use. So then you would start drawing. So this is just an example. So now we're going to pretend I'm done with this worksheet. Of course, I'm not because there are 2 pages, but we're going to pretend I'm done. So now we're going to press the box with the arrow jumping out of it, and we're going to say open in. Open in. And actually, I'm going to go back for 1 second. Format is fine. Leave it as this with paper off. The format is perfectly fine. Open note in, and then we want Edmodo. We want to turn this in with an assignment. We could also add it to our backpack if we want to, but we're not going to do that. We're going to turn it in with an assignment. And then we're going to pick the assignment. And we want lesson 1, Apple Watch. Attached to assignment is what's going to happen. So we're not going to press this attach button down here. We don't need to do it. Here's our lesson right here. Lesson 1, Apple Watch 3 PDF. That's what we want to turn in. And you need to type something. You can just say, here it is, or here is my work. If you want to type something else, you can. Then you're going to press submit. It's going to say it's uploading it. And then you're going to have to choose a response for this particular lesson, like how you felt about it. Here is where you can do your reaction. And I'm going to say like it. And then it's going to upload the data. And it's going to say I turned it in. It'll say the date that I turned it in. And then a button will also come up that will let me resubmit the lesson if I need to. Again, it brought me to the top of the page. Where is lesson 2? There it is. Submitted October 3rd. Resubmit is there if I want to turn it back in again if I wasn't happy with what I turned in. But then it's on to the next lesson. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you are stuck and not sure what to do next, watch this video again and it should give you your answer. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.